My brother announced at our dad's retirement party that he deserved the family restaurant more than me, so I walked away from the business. But now, he's desperately calling after finding out the truth. Last month at my dad's retirement celebration at our family's Italian restaurant, everything seemed perfect. My brother Theo was behind the bar mixing drinks while I was in the kitchen checking on the special menu we'd prepared. My wife Camille was helping serve appetizers. The whole neighborhood was there, maybe 40 people total. Regular customers who'd been coming for decades, my dad's old business partners, even Mrs. Chen from the flower shop next door, who always traded us orchids for leftover tiramisu. After the main course, my dad stood up to give his speech about passing down the restaurant. He'd been running Nona's Kitchen for 35 years, named after his mother who taught him everything. Everyone expected him to announce we'd continue running it together like we had been for the past 5 years. But before Dad could finish, Theo stands up, wine glass in hand, that smug look he gets when he thinks he's being clever. Dad, before you continue, I think everyone should know the truth. The room goes quiet. My dad looks confused. Theo continues, I've been carrying this restaurant for years while my brother coasts. I handle all the suppliers, I modernized our payment systems, I manage social media. Meanwhile, he just plays around in the kitchen like it's his personal playground. He turns to the crowd. I've calculated it. I do 70% of the actual business work. The restaurant should go to me alone. It's only fair. My dad's face went white. Camille grabbed my hand under the table. Mrs. Chen actually gasped out loud. Our cousin Rita dropped her breadstick. Theo kept going. I mean, cooking is nice and all, but anyone can follow recipes. Running a business takes real skill. I have an MBA. He has a community college culinary certificate. That last part stung. I'd gotten that certificate while working full-time to help Dad when Mom got sick. Theo was away at his fancy business school, visiting maybe twice a year. I stood up, placed my apron on the table, and walked out without a word. Just left through the back door I'd been using since I was 12, helping Dad prep vegetables after school. I went to stay with our cousin Rita, who runs a food truck. Didn't answer anyone's calls for 3 days. Here's where it gets interesting. On day 4, Theo shows up at Rita's apartment, pale and shaking. Turns out, the morning after the party, every single one of our suppliers called to cancel their contracts. The seafood guy, the produce company, the wine distributor, even the laundry service, all gone. They said they only work with you, Theo stammered, that their deals were handshake agreements with you personally, not the restaurant. But wait, it gets better. Mrs. Chen came by to tell him she owns the building. The below-market rent we'd been paying for 20 years, that was her personal arrangement with me after I catered her daughter's wedding for free when her husband lost his job. The actual market rent is triple what we pay. Then the staff started calling in. Our head waiter, the bartender Theo thought was his buddy, both sous chefs, they all quit. Told him they were only there for me. Even our dishwasher, elderly Mr. Park, who'd been there 15 years, said he couldn't work for someone who disrespected the heart of the kitchen. The funniest part? That MBA Theo's so proud of. I've been doing the actual books for 3 years because he kept making errors in Excel. Dad knew but didn't want to embarrass him. Those suppliers he claims to manage, they humor him with calls but confirm everything with me later. That modernized payment system, it's just square. It took him 6 months to set up what should have taken an hour. So now Theo's calling me 20 times a day, leaving voicemails about how we're brothers, how family sticks together, how he was just stressed and didn't mean it that way. He's been sitting outside the restaurant every morning with coffee and my favorite donuts from the place across town, trying to apologize. Yesterday, he sent our aunt to negotiate. She let slip that he'd already put a deposit on a new BMW, assuming he'd be the sole owner making bank. The dealership wants their car back since his credit app listed him as restaurant owner, and that's technically fraud now. The restaurant's been closed for a week. Dad's postponing his retirement because Theo can't handle a single dinner service alone. Apparently he tried to run it for one night and burned 3 orders, mixed up every table's drinks, and somehow managed to insult the health inspector who just happened to stop by for dinner. Camille thinks I should go back, but honestly, I'm kind of enjoying cooking at Rita's food truck. No drama, no entitled siblings, just good food and happy customers.